congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
You know, when you step in to do some music for a Disney film, there's pressure because
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
deliver a great song. Tell me what the genesis of this for you was and how it came about, given obviously Lin-Manuel was kind of not
How we got
involved
the
this
job
time.
or how we started writing?
Both. Let's do both.
Well, the job it honestly came from a general meeting that we had with the guy who ended up hiring us, which, you know, that never happens. You never get jobs from general meetings. But at the end of the meeting, he was like, hey, I might have a project for you too. And that was 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And then we got an email like a year later that was telling us that they were making a Moana sequel and asked if we wanted to meet with the creative team. And we were like, duh, obviously. And we just sort of like related pretty heavily to the emotional journey Moana goes in the second film, and I think we just sort of made a case for ourselves writing her songs, and we got the job.
It's a great British accent, I have to say. That was really good.
Thank you.
That was really good.
She's good with accents.
Yeah, very good. That was very, very good. In terms of a sequel, obviously, you know, there's the first film and there's all the success and all people love the songs and everything else. Did you kind of come to this in kind of fresh way in the terms of like, okay, that's its own thing. Let's focus on this story. Let's focus on making this one as good as we can possibly
I think
be.
our MO is like, there's a reason why we love that world so much, and we wanted to pay homage to it and not leave it entirely and have it anchored in that. But also, as the world has expanded a lot, and she's grown up, and all of our characters have evolved in some sort of way, we need to allow the world to grow, like the music world to grow as well. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the beginning of the movie is like, oh, we're back in. And then as she kind of like sets sail and we meet new characters and she's, you know, being tasked with new things, the music expands.
Mm-hmm. We also got to work with Opatai Foa'i and Mark Mangina, who worked on the first film. And so they were wonderful. Working with them was so magical because they really brought it to life in a new way.
In terms of the visuals, obviously, I guess you, like the actors themselves, don't get to see the finished film until it's like finished. So you have to go off script and storyboards and images and stuff like that. How was that experience for you, looking at that and being inspired by what was the kind of the beginning of what the film was going to look like?
It really makes you dive into your imagination a bit more, which I think probably creates some cool things because live action's amazing, but you like the options are limitless when it comes to animation. Mm-hmm. So you can think big and crazy, which was fun. But yeah, no, we worked off of scripts and like from some visual development stills, and was mostly in sketches and like blocky layout animation until
a couple weeks ago. We got to see the whole thing.
Got to see the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What was in terms of when you read the script for the first time, the storyboards, what was the first song that kind of popped into your brain, or was it a bit of a longer journey, or was it specifically you went, I've got the first song straight away?
Well, it actually is a song that ended up not making the film, the first song we wrote.
Always the way with these things. Always the way.
But it was in the movie until like this spring. It was in for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, animation keeps evolving and changing and moving around and changing and evolving until it's done. And the story had moved around so much that we realized the song made no sense. So
and then we went to the first opening number, and so I think that was a great place to start because we really did want to set the tone, get you back in the world you know and love. Yeah.
I said to Olihi as well, it's like choosing a favourite song is almost like choosing a favourite child. Like you just can't do it. But is there one out of the list that made the film that's extra special to you because of who performed it or the lyrics you managed to get in, or is there one that's just an extra bit special for you guys?
I love you go.
I love Get Lost because it's a pop bop, really. And Emily, now that you say it, I really believe it. She was on tour with Beyonce on the Renaissance tour when we were writing that song. And I think everything happens for a reason, and the fact that we were both in different places.
It had to impact the way we wrote Get Lost. I mean, she's serving vocals and like some funkiness. But for me, it's Beyond. Oh, that's nice.
They're all good. I mean, they're all bangers in this.
Really?
Both films have absolute bangers. Also, I would imagine on your kind of bingo list of things you wanted to do in your career was to write a song to be performed by Dwane Johnson. I mean, that's everybody's.
Right?
I think Taylor Swift
is not something I could have ever expected I'd do in my lifetime, but no. I'm happy. I'm so here for it. He was
so good on it because people were like, The Rock's going to be singing? Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you hear it, you're like,
it makes
whatever
sense.
Lin-Manuel and all those guys did, it's like, wow, he's incredible. And then obviously in the second one, you're like,
he's singing even more in the second one. Mm-hmm. And that song is not that easy. There's a lot of words in that. So
it
goes to a lot of different places.
Yeah. So. In terms of Disney then, do you have a favourite Disney song that's always on your, like, if you're in your Spotify playlist, is there a top Disney song that you've had on repeat over the years? It's too many. I know it's too many.
It's so
far too many.
hard. I think Hercules is really underrated.
So many people rave about Hercules.
I love that
Everyone
music.
raves about
I'm
Hercules.
so excited for the Broadway show.
Oh, I won't say I'm in love. That's such a good one.
I always love Monsters Inc. The original theme to Monsters Inc.
Oh my
The
god.
jazz.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So good.
Wait.
It's like the perfect. It's not a song. It's not sung by anybody,
Okay.
but it also has the song that Billy Crystal sings. You know,
Okay, if we're talking about soundtrack, then The Incredibles.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Dun, 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 dun.
Have they spoke to you about doing another one of this or another Disney film down the line? Would you be
I
open
mean-
to it? I'm sure you would be.
I mean, I asked our boss what's next, and he was like, I don't know, we'll find something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would like to work as Disney. Whoa. I would like to work at Disney as long as they let me, so.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a magical place.
It certainly is.
I'm
Ladies,
also-
thank you so much for your time. Absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks so much for your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!